Om Tat Sat. Thank you for buying a copy of The Temple Within. I'm very grateful that you have decided to begin a journey that can truly bring transformation in your life. Or maybe you got a copy of this book to just see what contents it has. Or you are someone who got it to just read for some time every day. Or whatever the purpose was, you have made the best decision of getting into this journey. For the next 40 days, please be deeply committed to this journey. Ensure that you read this every day and you practice all the videos that have been updated in this playlist. In fact, this very playlist that you see has been created specifically for the users of this book, in which there are multiple videos which would be titled as Day 1 Morning Sadhana, Day 1 Evening Sadhana. This is to encourage you to do your spiritual practices in the morning and in the evening. And the videos will serve as a great guidance to help you to better understand each and every chapter and on how to apply it in your daily life. So please ensure that you watch the corresponding videos for every chapter. So if you see in the book, each and every chapter is in fact titled as Day 1, Day 2, Day 3. It is not titled as Chapter 1, Chapter 2. The reason is, each day is a day for our spiritual practice. So on this day, we approach in this specific manner. Inside, you'll find what is the sadhana to do, what is the intention to have, and everything. I will guide you throughout. The only thing what is expected from you is to be consistent and to watch the corresponding videos for every chapter. Please don't miss it. Most importantly, I want you to listen to today's session with deep attention. So make sure that you're seated somewhere in a silent place where I can perfectly explain to you on how you should be approaching this book. If you don't properly understand today's session, it will become very difficult to perfectly study the book in the future or in the next sessions. So please pay your complete attention. Starting with, how should you approach this book? See, there would be 3 types of participants who might be using this book. Number 1, who could be a beginner. Number 2, who could be somewhere in the intermediate kind of a spiritual practice, what they might be doing. Number 3, you could be an experienced spiritual practitioner. For all 3, the book will be very useful. And it will also be approached by individuals who are going through different types of problems and issues in their life, which we can term as level 1. So please take a paper and pen and write down where you fall. Accordingly, exactly to the sadhana which has been conveyed today in this video. So write down level 1, level 2, level 3. Please take a paper and pen. This is very important, as this is what will help you to perfectly understand how to do your sadhana when it comes to studying through this book. Create 3 columns. Write level 1, level 2, level 3. Under level 1, you can write it as for individuals who are experiencing fear, pain, trauma, anger, addiction related to alcohol, cigarettes, or drugs, who are going through violence, restlessness, or suffering in any form. In level 1, under level 1, you're going to write individuals or a person who's going through fear, pain, trauma, anger, addiction, violence, restlessness, not able to sleep in the night times, or any kind of a suffering. Someone who can also be a non-believer, who thinks that the scriptures or the mantra, they don't have any benefit. So this is level 1 category. If you feel any of this falls for you, below give it a tick. And I will tell you a sadhana what you should be doing. First we will focus on level 1, then I'll tell you what is level 2 and level 3. If you are someone who's going through fear, pain, trauma, anger, I want you to approach this book by keeping it as your constant companion for the next 40 days without fail. Keep it always with you. Don't stay away from it even for a minute, just the way how we are attached to our smartphones. Wherever we walk, whenever we sit, we have our smartphone with us. Now replace the smartphone with this book. For you, the sadhana has very little rules, or let us say no rules at all. Because the very first thing what we are aiming for is to help you to overcome negativity and suffering which you are currently going through. To do that, when you wake up in the morning, whatever time you wake up, I'm not going to give you a rule or a time. Whenever you wake up, as soon as you open your eyes, don't look at your smartphone. Take the temple within copy. Take that specific day. It could be day 1, day 2. Stick specifically for that day. Read it 10 times, 20 times, 30 times, 50 times. Until you feel inspired to get out of your bed. Until you feel inspired to start living life in peace and happiness. Till then your mind will be negative. Whenever your mind becomes negative, read. It starts from the morning. Because what happens is that when a person is constantly experiencing trauma, from the time they wake up, the very thought that starts within their mind is a thought of trauma. So they will not feel inspired to even move. That is the reason, even on your bed, while you sleep, you read. There is no rules and regulations for you. There is no specific time for you. Every minute of your day is meant for your spiritual practice. Most importantly, if your eyes are closed, but you're not sleeping, you're thinking. This usually happens when you're going through a lot of difficulties in your life. When you're going through a lot of inner turmoil, your eyes will be closed, but your mind is still working. In this case, you open your eyes, read the text. Your eyes should only be fixed on the chapters of this text, of that corresponding day. Please don't read the book fully. I do not want you to read from day 1 to day 40 in a single day. Just stick to day 1. Each corresponding day, that chapter itself You study it 50 times, 100 times, that even with your eyes closed, you should remember what was in the third line, fourth word, what was written there. What was in the seventh line, sixth word written in the text. Till that level of clarity, you read and read this. And watch the video of day 1. If it's morning for you, as mentioned, for you, whenever you wake up, that's your morning. There's no rules for you here. Because when a person is going through a lot of pain, it is very difficult to convince them to do anything at a specific time. So when you wake up, that's your day. Day 1, turn on the morning video. Listen to the short satsanga, which will be more like an explanation of that very chapter and how to perform your actions as per that chapter. And then we do a mantra meditation. You're welcome to do it for half an hour. You're welcome to do it for 45 minutes. You can even do it for 1 hour, as long as you can. Try going as much as you can deeper into this journey. You will completely see transformation. You will heal. The reason why I'm telling you this is because our scriptures speak of 2 types of diseases. One is physical, Sharira Roga. Second is Manasa Roga, mental. Mental diseases are like trauma, pain, worry. These all will be permanently eradicated when you properly follow the advice of the scriptures. So please ensure that you are exactly doing as it is conveyed. And how can you read? You sit and read, you sleep and read, you stand and read. You should be addicted to every chapter, every word. Just the way how the mind is addicted to negativity, you should be addicted to every word of this text. What will happen then is all the thought waves that are there in your mind, which are currently negative, they will automatically be replaced by the thoughts of this divine text. And this divine text is nothing but the last 1 year of the study that we did in the Bhagavata Purana, Shiva Purana, Devi Purana, and also the Bhagavad Gita. So there will be a deep emphasis on the Bhagavad Gita here. Every day, whatever you study, it basically completely comes from the Gita here. Nothing comes from anywhere else. It all comes from the Bhagavad Gita alone. So please ensure that you read and study this at any cost. So this is for level 1 person to help you to overcome that zone of negativity. For you, the sadhana is 24 hours. Throughout the day you do this. And whenever a trigger arises, a trigger is something like a past thoughts, depression, anger, addiction, sleep disorder. What you do? Immediately come back to the text. Listen to this very carefully. If you feel uncomfortable mentally, find the text. I'll better recommend you keep it with you. Replace it with your smartphone. Because here, every second of your life is very important when you're going through this turmoil. Take it, immediately read it. And sit and read loudly. If you feel still irritated, now please write this down under level 1. If you still feel extremely irritated, read that very chapter loud 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times. loud, when you read it loud, what happens is that those words, they are uttered by your mouth, surrendering at the feet of Sri Krishna, surrendering the feet of Sri Shiva, surrendering the feet of Ma Devi. That's the best use of your mouth. Or what is the purpose of this mouth if it cannot even praise the Creator? And your ears will listen, not consciously, unconsciously, because our mind is still upset, right? Unconsciously it listens, and the mind, not consciously, unconsciously it listens. And you will see transformation. Read it very loud as you can. This will truly bring change in your life. And if you're someone, let us say, who is working or who is running a business, or you're someone who is very busy, if you fall under level 1, where you are going through anger, addiction, trauma, pain, fear, restlessness, I will request you personally to take a 7-day off from your work. From all that you do in the world, take 7 days off. And for that 7 days, you can read the whole book. But your sadhana should be on that very day's chapter. Please listen to this carefully. This is an exception here, because what happens is that some individuals might be working, and if they stop their work, it might become a problem in serving their family or creating an income. 7 days off is still possible. Like Monday to Friday is when you take an off. Saturday, Sunday, by default, we might have an off. So in these 7 days time, what I want you to do is, from morning to night, stay away from technology, sit somewhere alone in your room, read the text loud, do the mantra meditation of that day, the whole day. In 7 days, you will feel energized. It is more like a recharge. So you can face this way. You can face this world with deeper purpose and higher clarity. Just 7 days. In case if you're someone who is working, and then keep continuing. Throughout the 40 days, you continue. After that 7 days, now it's day 8, go with your day 8 sadhana, day 9 sadhana, and day 10 sadhana. It is just that you're not going to do it throughout your day. When you move to day 8, day 9 and day 10, you'll have that energy to at least be able to face this creation without being depressed or angry. So this is level 1. If you fall under this category, this is what you should be doing. If you haven't understood it, rewind this video, maybe the last 10 or 15 minutes, and you will understand what exactly was conveyed. Take the notes, write it down. And this is your sadhana. If you fall under the category of level 2, remember I asked you to create 3 columns. Level 1, level 2, or 3 rows. Level 1, level 2, level 3. In level 2 is for those seeking clarity, direction, purpose, and inner renewal. You're someone who's not in that zone of anger, who has somehow overcome addiction, who has somehow overcome restlessness, lack of sleep. We slowly or steadily might grow by different means. Maybe you started a new hobby or something that had helped you to transform. But now you are standing at a stage where you are seeking for direction. You're seeking for clarity. You're not typically angry or restless, but you want to understand what is the purpose of my life. For you comes this sadhana. If you fall under this category, then what is expected from you is every morning early at 5:30 a.m. or at 6 a.m. start reading this text. Again, one chapter a day. One chapter a day alone. Don't do too much. Like day 2, day 3, don't do in a same day. Take one chapter. Sit down in a silent place in your house. Read that chapter. Close your eyes. Contemplate on what you just studied. If that was too much, don't worry. Read one paragraph. Close your eyes. Contemplate on what you studied. If that is difficult, read one line. Close your eyes. Contemplate. Contemplate means again and again thinking, what was that line? Every word, it should be like printing into your brains. Every word should be so deeply printed into your brains that by default, with your eyes being closed, you see these words being typed. Like this, study the entire chapter. 10 times, 15 times. If you feel tired, read loud. If you feel confused, read loud. If you're not understanding, read loud. A best sadhana is, I will recommend for you, level 2, sit down on the floor. If you can, if your health permits. If not, you can sit on the chair. Sit down on the floor, because here we are seeking clarity. Here we are seeking the purpose of our life. To understand this, we will have to attract the grace of Bhagavan. And to attract His grace, we will have to humble down a little. With ego, we can't understand what He tries to convey to us. You will be able to fully understand what is the purpose of your life when you deeply bow down and surrender to Him. So like this, you first start with your reading. First is always reading. Any level you take, first comes reading. Level 1 alone, there's an exception. You can directly even start with the video, then you can go back to the reading in case, because that's a traumatic level. So level 2 for you, start with your reading, come back to the video. Watch the corresponding day's video, day 1 morning, day 1 evening. In the morning you watch the morning video, evening you watch the evening video. Don't do 2 at the same time. Starts with satsanga and then we meditate. Before you meditate, there's a short prayer that I want you to do. Write this down under level 2. O Shri Krishna or O Shri Shiva, whoever your Ishta Devata is, I bow down to you. Please help me to gain clarity in my life. Please help me to understand the purpose of my life. Please give me direction. I'm lost. I am your child. I bow down to you. Help. Imagine how many people we have asked for help in this world. Some kind ones will help us, but still there's a thought in their mind that they are helping us. Many, 80% whom you reach, might say they are busy, they might not help you. But have you ever asked for help from Him, from the bottom of your heart. With truthfulness, not out of ego. Out of ego, you ask him, it doesn't work. He does help us, but we won't understand it. We won't know his grace falling upon us. Surrendered manner, you ask him, like a mother who comes running for her child who's in danger. Bhagavan will take away all the obstacles that are disturbing you, because for him, you matter the most. So don't forget that. In this level 2, again, you can be someone who's a working individual, or who's running a business, or you're very busy. Your family is dependent on your income. To get the best use of this, do this every day. If you still feel restless, take a 7-day off. It's a high recommendation. If your work cannot give you a 7-day off, such a work is not required. This is for your own mental health. This is for your own clarity, for a direction, for purpose in life. You will in fact be much more better in your work, in whatever you do when you have clarity. As mentioned, in the 7 days, Monday to Friday is when you really take an off. Saturday, Sunday by default, it is an off for you. In these 7 days, stay away from technology. In the sense, download these videos and watch them offline. So all the videos in this playlist will be kept available for you to download offline, and you can watch them. Only come to use your phone for the sake of watching these videos. After it's over, keep it away. And you can even watch the video twice and thrice on such days when you're going intense in your sadhana. And especially on that 7 days, as I mentioned, you can read the whole text. Whole text you read 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, and let every word get printed in your brains. But that day's sadhana you should do. That's our goal. For example, let's say you're in day 10 and now you're taking a 7-day break from your external work. For the next 7 days, you continue reading the full book. If it's day 11, you should mainly do that day 11 sadhana. Don't do the day 12 video watching or sadhana, because it will become too much then and you'll get confused. Videos only stick to those days. Too much of information might cause a big confusion, due to which, in fact, this book has been created. There's so much information on YouTube, so much knowledge. Choose what not to choose. What is right and what is not right, we get confused. Even the right knowledge becomes confusing. Or any online platforms you take, that is why this very series of the Temple Within has been created to remove those factors which cause confusion in our journey. So for you, 7 days, go deep into your sadhana. I assure you, you will come back as a new person. It will be like a rebirth in this very life. So listen to this video again and properly write it down. Don't do anything else which is not being told. You should only listen to what is being told, that you should do. Don't pre-assume that I told this and I do something else. So please write down everything what is being conveyed. This is for level 2. Generally here you're not in a stage of deep pain, but just you're confused. So for you, this is the sadhana. But if you feel you're in a stage of level 1, you should do what is mentioned in level 1. And evening, do your sadhana. Automatically, you will see changes. Number 3, which is level 3 sadhana, is for those who are seeking steadiness, realization of the Atma, or knowledge of the Atma, or inner freedom. Realizing your true self is also another way how we can translate as knowledge of the Atman. You can be someone who has been practicing meditation. You can be someone who has been in the path of spirituality for 30 years, 40 years, 60 years. You're someone who has read the Gita many times. Or you are someone who has gone deep into this journey, but for some reason there is some confusion. That level of bliss is not yet achieved. In that case, this level 3 is for you. Now, here you're no longer in that zone of anger, greed, hatred. You don't experience that. So, you don't have to do what is done by level 1. And neither are you lost in clarity or confusion, because you have clarity that realization of Sri Hari is my goal. So, when you fall under level 3, for you, the sadhana is waking up specifically at Brahma Muhurt. If you're in level 1, I don't want you to do this. Level 1, you're the king or the queen. Whenever you wake up, that's your Brahma Muhurt. Because if I put rules for level 1, you'll stop. Level 2, if you can, good. If not, whenever you can. Because when there's no clarity, waking up itself becomes a big problem. But in level 3, there is clarity. But there is a hurdle. Like, how can I complete this journey? For you, you'll automatically be inspired to wake up at this time. Wake up at Brahma Muhurt. At an early time, like 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m., start your, go do your workout, running, yoga, whatever you do. Physical activity is very important. First, do a physical activity. It could be anything. It could be yoga, hatha yoga, or you go for running, you go for walking, whatever you can. Then get ready. Sit down on the floor. For you, no chair. And if you're someone who's, now here's a problem. If you're someone who's having problems sitting on the floor, you can sit on the chair. It's okay. You don't stress yourself too much. It's fine to sit on a chair if you're someone who's above 70, 75, because this happens due to health concerns. Your sadhana should not give you pain. No, I will sit down and practice. What will happen? Don't do all that. If you're elderly, you should sit above. Just because sitting down, we don't realize that doesn't happen like this. This is not fantasy movie. The reason why I say sit down is because if your health is good, it humbles us. Once you reach the age of 75, life would have humbled you. So wherever you sit, even you sleep, you'll be a humbled person. Because life would have taught us such lessons that now we don't have to sit down to be humbled. Automatically, we'll be humbled. Generally, if you're someone who is physically healthy enough to sit down, sitting down is very important. And then read the text exactly at the time of sunrise. That one chapter. You read one chapter exactly at the time of sunrise. If you can look at the sunrise, you're very lucky. Because most of us, sometimes we live at a place where there is too many buildings around. And once the sun is at the top, that's when we get to see the sunrise. But if you can see the sunrise while you read, close your eyes. You're very gifted. Read, close your eyes, meditate. Meditate on the wisdom. Now here, this is something different what we do in level 3. You meditate on the wisdom. Whatever you studied, close your eyes, think. What does it mean to surrender at the feet of Sri Krishna? What does it mean to always be surrendered to our scriptures and Bhagavan? Meditate. On that chapter you meditate. You read it slowly. Now for you should not read fully. In the sense, don't just read a full paragraph fast. One word. This is like reprogramming our mind. You know everything. The problem is, the software has become corrupted because of too much knowledge. Now, we're going to reprogram the software. It's a very simple work and an important work. If it's done properly, your work is done. Reprogramming the brains, the mind means one word, one sentence, half sentence you read, understand. Next half, read, understand. Next half, read, understand. Like that you go. Don't read full paragraph, it will be difficult for you. Because the mind is reprogramming what all it has properly studied, wrongly studied, removing what is wrong and keeping what is right. After that, you sit and meditate for 1 hour. Day 1, morning or evening, whatever video you are, or whatever part of the day you are in, meditate on it. Meditate on that video. Whatever mantra is there, do it for 1 hour. And perfectly perform your actions as conveyed in every chapter for that day. What will happen is, you will feel blissful. That is most important. You will feel that change where you're mentally calm and finding peace and bliss by being connected at the feet of Sri Hari. So this is for level 3. For you, go on and be more silent. Level 3, one more most important, the mouth. Keep it closed. Stop too much interacting with people. What are we going to get? Whole life we have spoken with people. Have we got anything useful? Whole life we have engaged with the world. Have we got anything useful? Now you be alone. Alone does not mean being lonely. Alone means studying. Behold, you study. But for you, level 3, the studies is half sentence, not full sentence at a time. And you think it, what you studied. Every word should get into your mind. You already know everything. What is required is reprogramming. When the correct understanding comes, then you not be distracted again. You know what to do. And you'll complete your journey automatically. So the same book, if you see, is a lifetime journey book. You can do it if you're in level 1. From level 1, you'll definitely transition to level 2. The same book. There is no separate books for level 1, level 2, level 3. I repeat it again. As I asked you to create these 3 levels, it is not that will be 3 levels of books created. This book, same text, can be studied in 3 different ways. That is what I'm trying to convey here. If you have still not understood, the very first video is very important. Please listen to this twice before you start your journey. If today you're watching this video, start your journey from tomorrow. Don't do day 1 video today itself. Leave day 1 for tomorrow. Start it from tomorrow. Because this needs to be properly understood. If you still don't understand this tomorrow, don't start day 1 tomorrow. Start it day after. After you fully understand this, then you start of that particular day. And one more thing, very important. Some individuals can be, you would have marked yourself as level 2 or level 3. Many of you, if you are a regular participant, most of you who've got the book are the ones who have been very regular for the Gita or for the Purana sessions or for the satsang, the prayers which we do every day. You've been regular to these sessions, you'd have automatically transitioned to level 2, level 3. You'd have ticked yourself as level 2 or level 3. Now, here comes the work of Prakriti, now which is not under our control. Listen to this very carefully. If you're ticked yourself as level 2, level 3, there are days where you will feel like level 1. There are days when you will be angry, when you will feel irritated, disturbed, anxious, lack of sleep. Out of 30 days, you will have 3-4 days like this. This is what we call as samskara and vasana, which are our past habits and tendencies which don't go away fully until we deeply meditate at the feet of Bhagavan. Past habits, they come back. So for you on those days, do what was told for level 1. It does not mean you're someone who's now going down in your sadhana. There's no down and up here. We all are the same. It is just that based on the state of the mind, the guna, the nature, we will have to do our sadhana. So in a month, if you feel yourself to be for 10 days like level 3, do level 3 sadhana. If you feel 10 days like you're feeling like level 2, do that. Level 1, do that. I hope this has been clear. Please listen to this video again with deep attention so you can better understand how to approach this text. And most importantly, I hope you all are using a physical copy. If you are using the Kindle edition, the ebook edition, I will highly recommend you to buy a physical copy because there's nothing to beat a physical copy here. When you have it with you, you will understand in the next videos or in the next sessions how important is a physical book, because you will have to write down your intentions, your feelings. You need to journal, you need to write. What am I doing? What was my day about? And when you have the physical copy with you, you'll feel more inspired. It's more like a one-on-one session. You will feel like you're truly interacting with this text. And it is there with you. So please ensure that you buy a physical copy at any cost. And since this series of the Temple Within will be in English, it will also be in Tamil. So now this specific English sessions or the videos or the text which you're reading, it might also be read by people from different faiths, from different religions or different backgrounds. I want to welcome you to this text. Everyone is welcome. Nothing will be asked or told to do something which will create a confusion in your journey. You just approach this in a spiritual way. These are not a religious teachings. Especially in Sanatana Dharma, the modern word which we use is Hinduism. Whatever we study, it is never at all religious. Yoga, they all are deeply spiritual. As I mentioned, From the start till now, you'd have heard maximum about how to overcome what the obstacles we are going through and what to do in our spiritual practices. So, this is what it's all about. You're welcome. Please read this with deep attention and do exactly what was asked. If you miss what was asked and if you just read it, you will have no benefit at all. The videos are the primary. When the videos are not watched, the book will not have an effect. So please ensure that you watch the videos. And that's the final conclusion of this video. If you don't make use of these videos, the book was of no use. That is why this playlist has been created. I'm very proud of you, irrespective of where you live, irrespective of what has been your past. You have taken this decision to get into this journey, to walk on this path. I'm sure this will be a transforming experience. Make the best use of this. Om Tat Sat.